We can move on at this point.
Lajoyo, would you accept? Years ago, we met a couple, Lajoyo and her boyfriend Lamar. And on that show, a woman named Cheyenne, whom Lamar had had an affair with, was claiming that Lamar was the father of her son Isaiah. And in the end, Lamar and Lajoyo heard the words, "Lamar, you are not the father." So at the time, Lamar and Lajoyo, they seemed relieved. But today, those results are now haunting them. Before we welcome them back, take a look at their first appearance. Who's the bad one here?
They're both the bad one. He knew that we were in a monogamous relationship, and she knew that we were in a relationship.
That's Lamar's baby. He knows
No,
it, so
it's
y'all can
not.
share it like that.
Why did you take him back?
We've been together 7 years, off and on.
And
we
you
have
ha-
a
and
child
you-
together.
you have a child
He's
together?
3, and
Right.
I didn't have a father in my life.
Nice to see you, Cheyenne.
Pack of Skittles, ain't no sharing none. Taste that rainbow. Back that way, not this side.
When you found out that he was in a relationship, then what did you do?
I told him to choose because I'm not going to deal with it. Either you're going to be with her or you're going to be with me. He continued to say, "Oh, I hate her. I don't want to be with her no more. I'm tired of her."
By the way,
You ain't got to start with these lies.
is he? When did you tell Cheyenne that you had a girlfriend? Or did she know you had a
She
girlfriend?
knew I had a girl the third
No, I
day
did
that
not
I met
find
her.
out when you told
The
your
third
own
day
boy in
after I
front of
met
me.
you, you knew I had a girl.
No, I didn't.
Does that child look like you?
No, Maury, he does not look like me. My child has a perfectly round head, Lamar does. This kid has a flat head. This is not my son.
When it comes to 2-month-old Isaiah, Lamar, you are not the father.
I told you. Now go find your baby father.
Here's the twist. Back then, Lamar actually believed that baby Isaiah was his child. So when he heard the results, he was stunned. So now, fast forward 5 years later to today, welcome back Lajoyo, coming to us from Indianapolis, Indiana. You see, now Lajoyo has an 11-month-old daughter named Katana. And because of that past show, Lamar has doubts that he is Katana's father. Okay, so Lajoyo, nice to have you back with us. So you mean to tell me that Lamar's denying your daughter after you defended him on this show 5 years ago?
Yes, Maury, he actually has the audacity to deny our child. He knows that's his daughter. I have not given him any reason to not believe that this is his daughter.
Our viewers should know about the kind of life that you and Lamar lead. You work at night, all night. He works
Yes, I work 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Right. He works days, you work nights. And because
Yes.
you are not around each other much, he thinks that maybe you're messing around with some of your coworkers.
I'm grinding for our family, trying to make sure we have what we need, roof over our head and everything we want. And I'm getting this accusations that I'm not going to work. I didn't have to work today. I was at some guy house.
He thinks because you said good morning to a coworker that you must be cheating on him with him.
Good morning, Maury. Am I cheating with you? Good morning.
Really?
I didn't know good morning was cheating.
And the thing is, I mean, you're the kind of manager at night, right?
Yes,
And so therefore, you have to get along with your employees.
exactly.
And you say good morning and he thinks you're cheating.
Yeah, I guess good morning is a way to cheat nowadays. I have no idea, but this is just beyond me.
Why does a guy have your number and why is he texting you in the morning, good morning, Texas, and how are you doing? I mean, it just don't make any sense.
I have everybody's number. Our numbers are posted on a board in the back. So if you need assistance, you call whoever answers and talk to them.
What happened the day you gave birth?
Well, he was there, and I actually had to have an emergency C-section because my daughter's heart rate was dropping. Scary moment for me. I've never been cut open in my life, but he was there. And then our daughter, she had to stay in the NICU for 2 weeks because she was being tube fed because she wouldn't drink out of a bottle. So when she was 2 weeks, we brought her home. 2 weeks later, it's, "Oh, I don't think she's mine. Look at her. She doesn't look like me. She doesn't look like my son. That guy was texting you. You work third shift. I don't know what you're doing." Like, really? We're back at this stage?
Do you think they look alike?
Maury, they look just alike. She looks more like Lamar than my 7-year-old son does, and that is his twin.
Apparently, in private, he is doubting whether he's the father of this child. But on social media, he's like Hall of Fame dad.
He's a girl dad on social media, hashtag girl dad. But behind closed doors, it's something totally different. This not my baby. That's not my baby. You need to go find your baby's father. And our relationship might not be no relationship because I don't think this is my daughter. Like, it is.
You believe that one of the reasons why he's denying this child is that because that prevents you all from getting married. Is that it?
I really do believe so. We'll be having good conversation on a good note. And then 2 seconds later, he hits the roof and goes ziggity boom. Like, what is that for? Like, literally, we could be talking like me and you. 2 seconds later, oh, that's not my baby.
Why are people texting you good morning and how are you doing? And, you know, it's nothing related to work.
Here's the thing.
Lamar, you are too old for this. Like, you are exactly too old to be playing these games that you're trying to play.
Relationship, things in the past that you've done in the past, and people
that was the past. This is the future. This is the present going into the future. That was the past.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
It actually makes no sense at all that you denying my daughter. That's what makes no sense.
But if a coworker is texting you relating to work, why is he asking you good morning and things of that nature? I just don't understand it.
I don't understand it either.
Lamar, it's always stuck in your head from 5 years ago when I told you you weren't the father. You are not the father. And that's stuck in your head all this time.
Because he got DNA PTSD, that's why.
It did bother me, Maury, and because my mother, my father, everybody was saying, well, this is your baby. This baby looks just like you. This baby looks just like you. And I really thought that baby was mine. So when you told me that you are not the father, it was definitely a crushing blow, Maury.
Do you think that little girl looks like you? You think Katana looks like you?
Maury, you know more than anybody that looks have nothing to do with anything.
She is identical to the way you look. The eyebrows, the nose, the lips, everything on that little girl is you.
You can look like somebody, but that DNA will prove different, you know?
Lamar, how come in private with Lajoya, you complain about not being the father, but on social media, you're the father of the year?
Well, Maury, you know, I was 35 when I had my first child. And, you know, I thought I couldn't have any kids. So having a child is definitely a prize for me. And don't get me wrong, I am attached to this baby. I love this girl, and I want her to be mine more than anything.
You're not using this denial not to get married, are you?
Yes.
No, because
he definitely is, Maury.
Once I find out the truth, then we can definitely move on, Maury. I'm ready to move on.
What's going to happen if I say that you're not the father?
It's over with. That's it. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I don't want to have anything else to do with this situation.
Luckily for you, you are her father.
You have no doubts, right?
None whatsoever. I'm 99.99998% sure positive Lamar is the father of Katana.
Okay.
You're right.
Here we go. I have the result. All right. In the case of 11-month-old Katana, Lamar, you are the father.
We can move on now.
Are you ready to propose?
Yes, I am, Maury. We can move on at this point.
Lajoya, would you accept?
Yes and no.
My girlfriend, Mashia, told me she was pregnant with Germany. I had doubts. Her friend was the one that told me that the other guy could possibly be Germany's father.
When Germany was born, what did he say?
It was more so of the look than more so than what he said, because he looked and he was like, she's chocolate. That's not my chocolatey baby.
His family got into his head, didn't they?
Yep. Oh, that's not your chocolate baby.
She looks nothing like me and no one that I'm related to. She don't even look like her mom to me.
She admitted.
I know she don't look like me, but it still don't mean that she ain't yours because she don't look like me.
Do you want to be Germany's father?
Yes, this is about Germany. She thinks everything is about her.
Okay, and I've got the answer right here, okay? By the way, Wilbur, before I read the answer, how come you treat that little girl better than you treat your other two kids?
Maury, when I walk in the room and she see me, all attention on me, her eyes focus on me, she almost jumps out of Mom's arms. Or wherever says she jumps, she just smile, I grab her, hold her. She loves me, Maury.
Okay. In the case of 4-month-old Germany, Wilbur, you are not the father.
I told you, but I too long. It's over. I will always look out for them. I want them in my life, but I can't live a lie.
You are not the father.